Country road, take me home to the place I belong.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Take me home.
Oh, country road. So in order to even plant the strawberries, we have to check the soil. This is one thing that I never knew needed to be done before I married Zach, and boy have I learned a lot.
Let's go.
So even though some of the strawberries are going to be in the bottom field, we also have some in the back field. So we're going to check that soil first, and then later on we'll check the soil that they're fixing in the bottom field.
Pumpkins.
It's crazy to me that we're already thinking about strawberries again. But I'm not going to complain because that's my favorite fruit and I love the strawberry process.
So, very simple process. I'm just going to basically dig a couple random holes in this field and the other part of the field down there. Throughout the field, I'm gonna dig a couple random holes and just mix the soil together and then put it in a little bag and send it off to Memphis, which is where Waypoint Analytical is, which is our lab that tests our soil and will tell us what kind of nutrients we're lacking, what kind of nutrients we need for the field, and what we're sufficient in. So,
Like I said, I never knew that you had to do this before meeting Zach.
it's not a
Who knew that all of these different levels had to be tested to plant something? No wonder I'm not good at growing anything. I haven't been testing my soil.
not a glorious process, but it is necessary. One of the most important things we actually do on the farm. So I'll just take a couple random shovelfuls and I'll mix all the soil together. Put it in
And
the
we
bag.
take it from different spots.
Yeah, so there's
Just
really no strategy, just random spots. Can be anywhere. So you want to get kind of a sample of the entire field. That's why you take it randomly.
Yep.
And I don't take the very top of the soil, kind of get just right under the surface. Just my method. Need some rain before we do strawberries.
Oh, it's dry.
Get some of the clods out of there. Soil test will test things such as your nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, NPK, and your organic matter, micronutrients, things like that. Things that are really important and not everybody realizes.
Who knew I would ever use the periodic table again? This field was strawberries and now it's pumpkins. So those will be ready soon.
3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks. And we'll have tons of pumpkins.
Usually get 6 to 8 inches down. Get a decent sample of it.
Go, Zach, go. I can barely see you. Now we're going to the bottom field.
Get our soil probe first. Then we're going.
What is that?
If the ground isn't already disturbed, I use the soil probe to just to see how far it'll go into the ground, and it's just a good representation. So you don't have to dig a lot of holes. You just stick it in.
Okay.
This field's bigger, so we're just gonna drive to each spot.
That sounds like a great idea.
So here's our last sample from the strawberry field in the back. We're gonna mix all that up and put it in a bag once we finish. All I do is push it in. It's just the soil will get in this little
Contraption.
hollowed out. It's just called a soil probe. Pretty compacted right here, but so I don't take the very top. I go in a couple inches because it won't give you a good sample of your organic matter unless you go down a couple inches. Next, ooh, see how that went down?
Oh yeah.
That's nice. You just want to see that. You want to see that it goes straight
Right
in like
in.
that. It's not compacted.
Whoa.
There's a little bit of a low spot in the field. Water kind of sits here if it rains really hard. So I just want to see.
Oh.
I hit some rock though. I hit rock, that means usually in a floodplains field like this, rocks will sometimes wash up whenever it floods and they settle and they just stay there with the soil. Hopefully there's not too many rocks. This will be the first time we'll find out here soon.
So what they're doing over here is that they're actually making the ground higher, since like Zach said, it floods when it rains a lot. So we have to make the ground higher. So he's bringing dirt from the other side of the field and bringing it over on this side.
Sample this field I've sampled 3 times already. Pretty much every year I'll do a sample on it just to see, but this field is really high in phosphorus, so I'm trying to see. This one's compacted.
So how do you get it to go down in phosphorus?
Well, that's kind of cool.
What is that?
Like a root. You don't, I mean, just grow a crop on it will help it go down in phosphorus, but it's not an unsafe level necessarily, but it is abnormally high. It's just naturally occurring in the soil here. We have a lot of phosphorus. Really compacted right here. Best one yet.
Nice.
gotta push hard. Put your... You got it.
You make it look easy.
All right. Here, let me see.
I'm not any good.
It is pretty hard right here. Take a little bit more out this time. It's cool because you can see the different layers of soil, but you know, if you start with like silt loam, then you go to clay or whatever.
Silt loam.
That's what this field is.
I don't know what that means.
It's about 10 feet deep of topsoil. It's like the best field. We done. Here, I'll show you real quick in this one at least. We're just gonna break it up a little bit. Just with my hand. All right, got a bag. Any bag will work, cups will work, whatever, as long as you can seal it. Mix it a little bit more. It's okay if you spill some, it doesn't all have to go anyway. That's more than enough.
Perfect.
And that's really more than you even need, but just seal that bag up and we will fill out a form, submittal form, and send it to the lab in Memphis. Should hear back in 2-3 days.
And that is how you do a soil sample, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for watching.
Taco. Hey, bud. Oh, bless you.